We're here at an industry event, and my name is Tony Heywood. I'm the Regional VP for Telarus in ANZ. And we're here at an industry event, and I'd like to introduce you to Tej Panesar, the CEO and founder of one of our partners, Cloud Advisors. Tej?
Hi Tony, thanks for having me.
That's a pleasure. Thanks for giving us the time on the interview.
Anytime.
So Tej, you're relatively new to this environment. Can you tell me a little bit about how you came to be in this environment?
Yep. Yeah, look, I've been in telco for the last, say, 15 years, full-time, love everything about it, helping customers. That whole experience brought me to find that I wanted to do something for myself, because I was pretty much doing everything from marketing to sales, sales manager, BDM, sales director. So I thought, you know what, it's time to take the next step and be a director and do it for myself with all the experience I have. And then, you know, finding you through industry contacts and linking in with you was great. So that's where it came.
So from the outside looking in, when you say you found me through industry contacts, what did we look like? What did it look like you were about to partner up with?
Well, we just saw industry leading brands, and we thought, you know what, we want to sell the top. We want to sell people something that they can trust and they believe in. So, you know, we saw the big brands that you have and the, you know, what we can deliver to customers from start to finish and an ongoing management. So we thought it'll be a really good step to partner.
Okay.
With
Telarus. Can we dig into that a little bit?
Yeah.
So when you talk about partnership and what you saw, there's two areas that I'd like to dig into. One is when you're working for a provider of sorts, like a telco, you've got a box of tricks that you've got to be able to help your customers.
Yep.
Whether that's what your customers need or not isn't actually the issue. It's what you need to sell them.
Yep.
So how do you see this being a technology advisor as different to being an employee of a provider?
Yeah, look, being an employee of a provider is very, you know, you've got your tunnel vision and this is what you need to sell and this is what you need to do. There's a lot of rules. Partnering with Telarus has been really good and advantageous because there's so many options. There's so many different ways you can be creative and pitch to a customer and introduce customer strategy meetings, demos. You can sort of take it on yourself as like a journey with the customer, and I found the freedom of doing that.
Yeah.
And bringing back, you know, just creative ways of thinking and meeting, and you know, in meeting spaces and videos, and using your own time.
Yep. So
instead of employee time.
Okay, and that allows you to help your customer in different ways, because it means that you're facilitating a buying decision.
Yes.
With your customer rather than selling them a product that you have.
That's it. So not just selling something and saying, here it is, and look, we're a walking brochure. This is basically finding a problem, working out a strategy, solving the problem, and then making that buying decision like a full a creative sales cycle.
Yeah. Okay. And so from a financial point of view, this model is the antithesis of the systems integrator reseller model, and certainly isn't aligned to being a salesperson within a telco. What attracted you about the commercial model to working with Tradewinds? Actually, let me just clarify. Tradewinds is the Australian brand name for Telarus. So we're using both names, but we'll call it Telarus for the sake of this interview.
Telarus for the sake. Yeah, look, I loved it because looking at, you know, how you can be incentivized, basically looking at, you know, the upfronts that we can receive, the monthly recurring to help grow the business in the long run. And that really, you know, that really stood out for us.
Okay, tell me more about the monthly recurring and why that's an asset for you.
So the monthly recurring revenue, the MRR, is really going to help the business grow because it's just going to keep multiplying. Every month you're signing, say, you know, 10, 15, 20 deals. That just keeps multiplying and multiplying over a 36 or 60 month term. And then you've just got, you know, it helps the business grow because you've got more cash flow. And it just keeps things ticking along. And then, you know, you can have targets of, you know, we want to hit 50,000 a month. We want to hit 100,000 a month. So it's just growth. It's not just upfront. Here you go. You've got your commission. Walk away.
Yeah.
And then it lets you really see and build and learn with the customer journey. And then resell down the track.
All right. So one of the things that we've been hearing at this conference is that it's no longer about scale. It's actually about innovation, creativity, and focus.
Yep.
And while your business model is focused on the agency model that Tradewinds and Tolaris bring to the table, one of the other aspects of it is that it allows you to bring the expert to the table rather than be the expert for everything. How does that allow you to interact with your customer differently than if you were just selling one set of products?
Yeah, that's actually that's a major point of us with Cloud Advisors. So we see ourselves as the broker, and we take the customer, we take them to the market and say, look, we're going to put you in front of industry leading suppliers, and then from that we turning into here's the expert instead of saying, look, I'm the expert, and then we have the backing of the supplier where they book the strategy meetings, then we can do the demos together, and then implementation together. So it's not all just on us. So we do have a backing. We feel comfortable. The customer actually feels like it's a warm conversation and it's a referral.
Yep.
Instead of a cold, this is what you need to buy.
Okay.
So it feels really warm and comforting. And to the customer experience side, it's just amazing because you've got all the resources behind us.
Yeah. And it allows the supplier to do the invoicing, the support, the management, everything, and you can just focus on the customer relationship.
Customer relationship, sales, and we don't have to chase. We don't have to finance. We don't have to say, look, you missed a payment. So your cash flow is positive all the time. Positive all the time.
And what about the aspect that it brings you the ability to not only represent that category of technology, but if someone's buying UCaaS, then there's a contact center capability and maybe there's a cybersecurity conversation that allows you to increase your breadth of representation.
Of course. And look, when we started, it was all a UCaaS conversation. And now what I've learned is, look, we're leaving money on the table. And it's just such a big opportunity with Tradewinds, Tolaris, because you've had that conversation now of UCaaS. They turn into contact center conversations, and then there's security conversations, and then there's cloud hosting conversations. It just doesn't stop.
Yeah.
And the customer loves it that this is trusted, and they know what they're talking about. So it's just so many conversations. So a simple sale can turn into a whole business changing decision.
Yeah, and you truly can be an advisor.
Yeah, and that's what we do at Cloud Advisors.
So probably last question before we wrap up is, you're a young guy with an entrepreneurial spirit. You said that you were maybe a little discontent working for somebody else. So what would you say to the people that are watching this video that are maybe an employee of an organization and looking to go out on their own, or maybe they've been on a sabbatical, maybe they've been raising a family and they want to get back into a commercial environment? What would you say to them about how to get back into the commercial world with Tradewinds? And feel free to look at that camera so you're talking to them.
So look, one thing I would advise, you need to be comfortable getting rid of the salary. You need to take, business is all about risks. You need to get rid of that mindset of salary and look into grow business. So you need to change your mindset. You need to find a company like Tolaris, Tradewinds, and you need to they back you, you back them, and you just got to take that leap. And once you do, you'll find your freedom. Financial freedom, you'll find more time in your life, work-life balance. You can work when you want, you can work from home, you can work from the office, be your own boss. I feel like that's it's such a great feeling. And it's yours, it's your baby.
Yeah. So thanks, Tej. I appreciate all the comments. And to anybody watching this video, if you're maybe vocationally disturbed or you're looking to tap into your entrepreneurial spirit, maybe you're someone that's been raising a family and you're looking to get back into a commercial environment, then we'd love to engage with you and discuss what your needs are and how we might be able to accommodate you. And Tradewinds is all about that entrepreneurial spirit. So thank you for watching the video. And Tej, thanks for the partnership. We appreciate you as a partner.